day 38, 365 days printing on vintage hardware, and while I'm running out of ideas, I wanted to try a couple of things today. One is we're always printing with this 3mm Lulzbot ABS left over from the ALF Objects days, but supposedly the Mark V extruder, which has more modern style gear and no idler, it has the Delrin plunger instead, can print PLA. The problem is the PLA being crushed between the GT2 pulley and the acrylic idler would break the extruder. But with the Mark V, apparently we can do PLA. This is PLA Plus. It's inland branded, but was most likely made by Eson. The other thing is, what can we print? What can we print that's just not absolute test garbage? And I looked in the examples, and they had this whistle. So we're going to try that. Now, we're printing at 225. We do have oozebane on. Maybe I should have slowed the print down a little bit because, you know, PLA, no cooling fan. So far, it's doing pretty good. I'm worried that we're going to get too much junk on the travel moves, but we'll see how that goes. I think I lied to you. I told you this was going to be standing on its feet the next time you saw it. Printed an ankle joint, print the other ankle joint, and then we'll switch over to doing the feet. So we'll check in on this print in a few minutes. Well, the print finished. I do have a concern about the top layer here. That bridging went poorly enough that I don't think this thing is going to work. One of the problems is that the bridging tends to go in one direction. So, I mean, you could turn this part 45 degrees, or we can go take a look in the settings. And that is still nice, soft, and mushy. Our opening, you know, let's see, we have some travel moves in there. We'll try to cut that out. The front opening's fine. Combing is on by default. Yeah, okay, well, I guess I have to count that as a fail. There's two things. I didn't feel any air really coming out of this. That's the main defect I see here. But I think we need to actually tune this thing to not string, which is going to be a challenge considering there's no retraction support. But the other thing is I'm not sure if the piece that prints in the middle, if that's supposed to be a ball, that's another fail because the travel moves are definitely causing that to be held in place. But